so why do you think that this happens? Like from a coach's perspective, why are things coming out of a coach's mouth that actually are kind of cutting them down as opposed to building them up? And then that follow-up, I guess, would be how do they avoid doing that?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think a couple of things. I think first and foremost, in preseasons, we go away for part of our preseason and we don't see the ball. We get to know each other. We get to do a lot of just like ice-breaking exercises to get to know each other. Might ask some tough questions to each other. We do a lot of small group series of that, and then basically what we're trying to do is develop trust between, and the coaches are involved. We have trainers involved, we have coaches involved. We brought our strength and conditioning coach before, but the idea is we're all in this together, and we all need to understand that we're all in this together, and then we all need to build a level of trust. I think words and tone can sometimes be misinterpreted. I do think that can happen, but I think if you have laid down that foundation of trust, and then you know that coach is on your side, and you know your players believe in you, and you know your teammates are on each other's side, that sports med is in this for me, like they're invested. And once you know everybody's invested, I think if you do speak out of tone, or maybe you use the wrong word, they'll forgive you in the moment, and then they have enough trust to talk to you about it. But I do think it's important, for all of you guys that are looking to coach. Your role models, your tone. You're competitive, right? None of you would be in this room if you weren't competitive. But learning how to control your competitive spirit and know that there's a bigger picture of influence, than winning that game, and you're changing lives. You're put in a position where your words could be the most important. You could be the most important person in their lives at any age, more than their parents, more than their teachers, more than their professors. They are putting so much weight on what you have to say, and you've got to honor that responsibility. It's a big responsibility, and I have not always been perfect with that. We can all make mistakes. Certainly, I've had my fair share, but I hope when I have maybe not said the right thing, that I have enough trust in my staff, or in my players, that one of us are going to make sure that wasn't kind of what we wanted to happen, and we can communicate and work through it. But if you don't have that layer, then you're not communicating. Then you don't, then you kind of get moved further and further away, and confidence drops. Mm-hmm. So on the flip side, as a player, if you don't feel you have that relationship with your coach, you have some work to do too. It's like any relationship, it's a two-way street. So maybe you make the meeting, maybe you try to communicate with your coach, instead of them having to maybe bring you in, and you try to put yourself in their shoes at times. You got to do that as an athlete, and you maybe try to cultivate this relationship a little bit more. I think if you do that, if you step out of your comfort zone and you try to get a little bit closer to your coach, nothing bad's going to happen, right? If you think about it, it's a pretty good risk. It's a pretty good risk if you put that effort into any relationship, right? Nothing bad's going to happen, and I bet you the communication will get better, and you'll start feeling like their words are building you up, as opposed to putting you in question and maybe